What's up, investors? It is Miles with Miles G Investments, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing Ethereum because Ethereum is breaking all-time highs yet again, breaking almost $1,600 today on the afternoon in Eastern time. But there is still much more room for Ethereum to grow, especially this month of February. Now, there's a lot of catalysts that are going to be bringing Ethereum up in the relative short term, and it can be possibly bringing Ethereum to over $10,000 to maybe $20,000 by the end of the year. So stay tuned because we're going to be talking about some of these news, these updates, and reasons why Ethereum is going to be going much higher. And we're also going to be talking briefly about Bitcoin because it is necessary to talk about Bitcoin because Ethereum and Bitcoin, they move with each other and they need each other. So stay tuned. And before we get into today's video, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you are interested in content about stocks, growth stocks, and cryptocurrencies. And I also like to put out videos on news, updating you guys on these stocks and updating you guys on these cryptocurrencies. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. I also recently just created a new Discord, so the link for that is below, where you guys can reach out to me if you guys have any questions regarding the videos or any of the content within the videos. Feel free to hit me up. All right, guys, as you have seen today, Ethereum has broken all-time highs at $1,550. And this is just the beginning of the bull run. Ethereum is going to continue to grow and possibly hit. My price prediction for Ethereum is at least $10,000 by the end of the year. And this is not just a random price target that I'm throwing out there. This is a precisely calculated price point that is certainly conservative for most investors for Ethereum, and there's many reasons why. Millions of people are adopting Ethereum each and every day and is continuing to grow. The network of Ethereum, the network of people that hold Ethereum and buy and trade Ethereum continues to grow. Ethereum is not just a cryptocurrency or a form of currency. No, Ethereum is a whole network that over 100 cryptocurrencies rely and use. Ethereum is going to continue to develop and further span out Ethereum 2.0, which includes several phases. And these phases are being introduced, and more are going to be introduced this very year, which is also going to propel Ethereum to greater heights and higher highs. Now, what Ethereum 2.0 is going to be able to do, and in layman's terms, is basically going to be able to speed up the time of these transactions. It's going to make these transactions cost a lot less money, and it's going to provide a safer network that is perfectly secured, that cannot be hacked or stolen. Now, there is a very important piece of news that I have to share with you all, and I'm going to be saving that for the end of the video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But there is an important event that is going to be happening tomorrow. It's a big event for cryptos, most especially Bitcoin. Now, what is going to be happening is Michael Saylor, he is one of the CEOs, if you guys don't know, that hold some of the biggest amounts of Bitcoin in the world. Now, Michael Saylor's Bitcoin is actually more than the 77,000 Bitcoins that the US government holds. And he single-handedly owns more Bitcoin than the US government. So what is interesting is that Michael Saylor, back when Bitcoin was around $9,000, put about $1 billion of his company's assets into Bitcoin and has made some massive gains. And Michael Saylor even continues to buy Bitcoin at these prices of $35,000. He's bought more at $32,000 and more at $30,000 per Bitcoin. What this shows us is that not only is he buying Bitcoin at these prices, but other institutions and big money are buying Bitcoin at $30,000, at $32,000, at $35,000 and above, because they believe in Bitcoin and they believe that it's going to hit possibly $150,000 to $350,000 by the end of the year. Now, these numbers are not just some raw speculation. They're actually calculated prices that are conservative, and $150,000 by the end of the year, up to a more aggressively conservative number by $300,000 by the end of the year. And it's not just random people coming up with these analytics. These are CEOs. These are big banks like Citibank. We have Guggenheim. We have a lot of people, a lot of big money that believe that Bitcoin is going to hit $300,000 by the end of the year. So what is happening tomorrow is that there's going to be a big event where Michael Saylor is bringing more than 1,400 firms, financial institutions together and discussing the importance of investing balance sheets, the importance of investing the assets of a company into Bitcoin versus putting it into the US dollar, which depreciates by at least 15% a year. Why would people want to put money in something that depreciates versus putting it in something that gains money, that gains value in a short period of time and even in the long term? Bitcoin has been the most profitable asset of 2020 and is going to be the most profitable asset in 2021, coupled with Ethereum. So what is happening tomorrow is that Michael Saylor is getting together and bringing these people together to have a big event. And that's going to bring a lot of headlines. That is going to bring a lot more hype to Bitcoin and Ethereum together. Now, the importance of Bitcoin, when Bitcoin rises, when the importance of Bitcoin and Ethereum is that they both go together. Ethereum is the network, it's basically the blockchain that Bitcoin can operate and work through. And Bitcoin is the asset. So they work hand in hand. And whenever one goes up, generally one carries the other. So they're both pretty much moving together at the same pace. However, it has been Ethereum that has been outperforming Bitcoin, and it's possible that Ethereum could be outperforming Bitcoin throughout the year. Now, even the last couple of months, Ethereum has well outperformed Bitcoin by big numbers. So that is attracting a lot of people to purchasing Ethereum and to investing in Ethereum, maybe making it a greater asset to invest in, that they can make more money. Okay, so what has been bringing the price up lately? It is not just Wall Street bets, it's not Elon Musk, it is not just all these other people hyping up Bitcoin and Ethereum. No, what is really bringing up the value of Bitcoin and Ethereum is that they're a limited commodity, a limited asset, and this limitation only continues to grow as Bitcoin and Ethereum are beginning to be removed more off the exchanges and transferred into a more permanent wallet for longer holdings. So if we look at this chart, it starts from 2019 into this month. So this yellow line here signifies Bitcoin and its balance on the exchanges. So that means the more the yellow line goes up, the more Bitcoin is available on the exchanges, the more Bitcoin there is on the exchanges. And as the Bitcoin, this yellow line goes down, it shows that the Bitcoin is being removed from these exchanges and put where? They're put into a more secure wallet, a more long-lasting place to hold and store your Bitcoin. So what that means is that people are holding it, they're not selling it, and they plan on holding it for a long time because it is a storage of wealth. That is what Bitcoin is for. It is the new digital gold, which is outperforming gold by such substantial numbers. Additionally, this white line graph here that we are seeing is the amount that Bitcoin grows in USD. So as we have seen these lines cross, that is a very bullish signal that the amount of Bitcoin is going to go up substantially, and the amount of Bitcoin is also going to be more scarce. And it's also included Ethereum. So whenever Bitcoin is more scarce, also so is Ethereum, because they're both storages of value as well, and they are being planned to be held for years on end as a long-term investment and storage of wealth. So what this chart here is signaling for us is a huge bull run. So we recently had the massive bull run in December and the months following, and there's a little bit of cool off period that we recently experienced these last couple of weeks. Now that bull run is going to be continuing here in February, because historically we have seen and known that January historically for Bitcoin and Ethereum is more a negative month, a more red month. And a lot of that has to do with the Chinese New Year and many other factors. But as we are continuing to go into February, we're going to see Bitcoin and Ethereum start to take off and break all-time highs. So this bull run has just started and is going to continue. So it's possible that we could see Bitcoin by 300,000 by the end of the year. And if Bitcoin is being outperformed by Ethereum and Bitcoin is 300,000, which is 10 times, we could possibly see Ethereum 15 times its current price. I'm going to go ahead and briefly show you guys through technical analysis Bitcoin, and then we're going to finish it off by looking at Ethereum and looking at some critical levels that Ethereum is experiencing right now. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and pull up the Bitcoin chart and do some technical analysis, and let's analyze the Bitcoin price movement and see what is going to be happening next for Bitcoin. So right now I've created through our levels of support and resistance a pattern known as the upwards wedge. So it is basically showing that Bitcoin is on an upwards trend. We are in an uptrend. We are in a bullish pattern, which means that we are certainly going up until something drastic takes us out of this bullish pattern and puts us into a bearish pattern. That is not going to be happening in the most of cases. Since we are on a daily chart, these 3 green candles show that there's 3 consecutive green days in a row that we've had for Bitcoin. And several days ago, we had Elon Musk and a lot of his hype pushing Bitcoin up to almost $39,000. So that is a critical level. But our next level of resistance we are testing right now, it is the 325 level. All right, so right now what we are going to be seeing within the next 24 hours is we are going to be testing this level of resistance. We're going to be testing this new level of resistance around the $37,000 level. So we're going to go ahead and create a line showing our next level of resistance. So if we can break out of this candle and close out of it and continue to move on the upside, it shows a great bullish pattern. But then we're going to reach new levels of resistance that we're going to have to test and we're going to have to see if we can surpass. And that new level of resistance is going to be around the $38,000 to $39,000 level. And then we're going to, of course, test the all-time highs of nearly 42,000. So it is certainly possible that this week we could even hit these numbers and test these numbers again. It is also extremely possible that we could break all-time highs this weekend or the next few days. So if we are able to break the next so if we're able to break these levels of resistance within the next few hours, within the next few days, it also means Ethereum is most likely going to outperform Bitcoin at this point and possibly see $2,000 in the short term. Now, we also are seeing a similar pattern, this rising wedge. However, this rising wedge is more aggressive than the rising wedge that we see with Bitcoin. And we are in a daily chart. So we see this massive green engulfing candle and we close. So we close today with this massive green engulfing candle and we're opening up another green candle to possibly propel us to higher highs. So currently is 8:30 Eastern PM and Ethereum is going to be testing these levels within the next few hours. We're going to see if Bitcoin is going to break out and create new levels of resistance, and our former level of resistance can become our level of support. And since we are at all-time highs at this very moment, there is currently no levels of resistance other than the level that we tested today at 1550. So it is most likely with this rising wedge, as we see our levels of support right here, that we are going to continue to bounce off these levels of support and break higher highs. And it's also possible that by February 24th, we could easily see $2,000 per Ethereum. A lot of people are projecting that we could see $25,000 to $3,000 by the end of the month for Ethereum. And by the end of the year, it is conservative, as I've already said, that we could easily see $10,000 per Ethereum. So these are my price predictions, but I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Now, if you guys would let me know in the comments below, what are your price predictions for Bitcoin and Ethereum in the short term? And are we still in a bull run? So if you guys like today's video, please hit that like button and subscribe. So if you guys like videos on stocks, growth stocks, cryptocurrencies, this is the channel for you, where I put out multiple videos each week, informing you on all of the videos that I put out and informing you on the best ways to make money the fastest and most securely. And don't forget to join the free Discord below, where you can ask me any questions and reach out to me with anything and communicate with our community that I'm just starting. So I hope you guys have an awesome night. I plan to see you guys tomorrow.